ਇੱਕ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਰਵੇਖਣ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਆਇਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਫੈਡਰਲ ਚੋਣ ਕੰਪੇਨ ਦੇ ਦੂਜੇ ਮੱਧ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਤੇ ਐਨਡੀਪੀ ਦਾ ਪਲੜਾ ਭਾਰੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਜਦੋਂ ਕਿ ਲਿਬਰਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਮਰਥਨ ਖੁੱਸਦਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ। ਲੇਗਰ ਸਰਵੇਖਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲੈਣ ਵਾਲੇ 34% ਵੋਟਰਸ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਐਰਿਨ ਓਟੂਲ ਦੀ ਅਗਵਾਈ ਵਾਲੀ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦਾ ਸਮਰਥਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਅੰਕ 16 ਅਗਸਤ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਪੇਨ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਲਿਬਰਾਂ ਨਾਲੋਂ 4% ਵੱਧ ਨੇ।
Well, it just basically shows that it's a coin toss. And Marcia, I'd like to say that I quite like your use of the term smidgen because it basically encapsulates where we are. This has become a campaign of smidgens, with the Conservatives ahead by a smidgen and the Liberals ahead by a smidgen. But the reality is that this is very similar to the 2019 federal election, where the two frontrunners were tangled in the lead till the very, very end, and that it was basically a coin toss when it came to the national ballot support. It suggests perhaps that for many Canadians, they just see all of the federal party leaders as imperfect choices. They look at the Liberals and there are things that they're unsure about or unhappy about, and then they look at the Conservatives and they're unsure, at least some of them are, about Erin O'Toole. So basically, the other thing to put on the record right now is holiday weekends. We haven't talked about holiday weekends. In my experience over the last 20 to 30 years of polling, the numbers sometimes move on holiday weekends, and we've got the long going to be happening on the 8th and the 9th. There won't be enough runway if there is a knockout punch or even an advantage or a good performance by any one of the federal party leaders. And I think the debates are going to be a pressure cooker for all three party leaders, especially Singh, O'Toole, and Trudeau, because for Trudeau, he's going to try to regain the advantage. For O'Toole, he's going to want to consolidate his gains and try to get ahead of the Liberals. And for Jagmeet Singh, it's going to be important because they're going to be progressive voters that are looking at him and Trudeau and wondering where they might go. So the debate, it's going to be, Marcia, why don't we call it? It's going to be like a 1-2 punch of stress for federal party leaders and campaigns between what might be a new trend line coming out of the long weekend and that rolling straight into, I think right now what's clear is that, you know, you've got these dueling trend lines between the Conservatives and the Liberals, or the Liberals and the Conservatives on any